My earliest memory is, I think I was 3 years old, and we used to have ducks. We had kind of a little farm at home in Ireland, and the neighbour's wife, she was killing the ducks. I know. And then I have another kind of memory where I went to my uncle's funeral. Do I dream? Yes. I dream sometimes about my sister and about my father, because they're both dead. Yeah, or else I dream that I'm having a baby. I always seem to be having a baby, and then I lose this baby and I can't find it.
How long have you been having that dream for?
I've had it for a few years, but I haven't had it now for a while. But yes, that is one dream that I keep having. Yeah, it's always a baby, and I can never find her. Maybe it's kind of going back to when I had Elaine. She went into foster care for 2 weeks. Maybe it's got something to do with that. But then I went back and got her. I suppose kind of everybody was against me having her and bringing her home kind of thing. But I kind of went against those people and just brought her home. But yeah, maybe it's got something to do with that. And then I was surrounded with these other girls that were giving their babies up for adoption because their parents weren't too keen on that. Because I remember my mother and father telling me when I was, 17, that if I ever got into trouble, I'd be sent away. Oh, jeez, they kept that anyway. They sent me away. I was sent away to Limerick for unmarried mothers. I was 19.
Healing means sort of covering over sometimes. I wouldn't even want to answer any more than that.
When did you first get diagnosed with MS?
Probably about 18 years ago. And I think I've been ill for quite a long time with it, but you never get diagnosed immediately because it's quite complicated to diagnose. It's just my reality. Literally, that's it. And I don't wake up in the morning and think, here's the MS bulletin. I just get on with it. But I did learn something, is that life gives you two choices, and it's cope or don't cope. I just remember thinking, I've got two choices now. I can spend the rest of my life dying, or I can spend it living. And it's literally from that moment that's what I thought I'm going to do.
1 minute you can be animated and full of a million and one things, and in the next minute you could be completely down on yourself and think you've got nothing. Life is the ultimate trip, really. You know, there's lots of beautiful, great parts that you remember, that you fondly remember, and you reside in the memories at times, because your favourite memories at least, and then your bad memories, if you reside in them too long, it has an effect on you. I think everyone should just live your life. I don't really know what to say apart from that.
Not to feel great love, and there's always the other side of that. There's hurt and there's hate and there's all of these things, and you have to experience it. You have to run the gamut almost, with these different experiences. Well, it's just commonplace. If you don't feel deep sadness and grief, then you don't experience joy either. It's you don't understand what joy is, and
yeah. But I think I'll just keep going the way that I'm going just now, and hope that it works out, because things always work out in the end.
Oh.
It always works out in the end.
I had said that I'd like to learn the guitar properly, because I've kind of played around, as everybody does with guitars, but I said I want to learn properly. So the Christmas before, Nancy bought me a guitar, and then she got diagnosed with a particularly nasty form of cancer, which it wasn't at all sure whether or not she was going to survive the operation. In fact, it looked pretty dodgy, to say the least. Anyway, she underwent a 7.5-hour operation, and then she went in the hospital, had this huge operation, and it was awful. And then she came out, and the diagnosis still wasn't confirmed. I mean, we had to wait 5 years to get the all clear, but the operation was successful, and I had her back, So a couple of songs came out of that. I was lucky enough to work with John, who is a really good musician and has played with lots of bands. And I said, listen, I've got a couple of songs. I'd really like to actually record them and give them to Nancy for a Christmas, for her birthday. So he listened to them, he says, it's quite good. So he was really generous, and we spent a lot of time with him and his cousin called Jamie Duffin. We went to Jamie's studio and recorded the songs, and I gave them to Nancy for a Christmas present. So, but that was like the start of it, and it was like a leaky tap. I just started writing loads of songs, one after the other.
are getting really fucking mad at Sweden as well.
Stop deportation! Stop deportation! Stop deportation! Stop deportation! Refugees are welcome here! Refugees are welcome here! Refugees are welcome here!
Eid Mubarak to everybody in our community. First thing I want to say is this, that what that immigration enforcement van did today, the Home Office did, by picking today of all days, one of the holiest days in the Muslim calendar, was deliberate, it was provocative, and it was intended to incite this. What the hell did they think they were doing by bringing an enforcement van right into the heart of Pollard Shield? As a community, we should be proud of the fact that these pictures are going out right across this country. That every single politician, including Nicola Sturgeon and the Cabinet Secretary for Justice, have tried to pick up the phone to the Home Secretary, to the Home Office. For some reason, that Priti Patel and her racist government are not answering the telephone. But there is only one way that this is going to end today, and it is simple, and the message is clear to Police Scotland, to the Chief Constable, to the Area Commander, that people want this to be resolved peacefully. They want to go home to their families, but there's only one way this is going to end, that the two men in that van must be released without condition. In order that the Home Office ground, in order to de-escalate the situation, the Home Office wishes to de-escalate the situation. There is only one way they can do this. Open the van doors, let those men go, so our community can go home to our families. Many of us, including myself, have brought our children here because we want them to see what the racist Home Office, with their border fences and their barbaric policies, are all about. We are sick to death of this racist Tory government. We have a simple of it. They're right in front of us. Immigration enforcement. And there is a simple message to Police Scotland today. What exactly do you call community policing? What do you call policing by consent? We take no pleasure in having to do this, but we will not let our neighbours be dragged out of their houses, off the streets, or any more dawn raids. We have the Glasgow girls amongst our midst. We showed the way forward to the people of Scotland and to the United Kingdom, and we will do so again as this racist government uppers it, ratchets it up, trying to divide us. They will not divide us. Black and white, unite and fight. Negotiations have come off. The position was this, that all day
Oh my god. There's just keep coming. I don't think I've ever seen so many police. Well, this is it.